Hi everyone, I'm Reagan Smith, a 2-time Olympian and an 8-time Olympic medalist, and I want to welcome all of you to NCSAs. If you qualified for this meet, that means you've already done something very special in your swimming career. Meets like this bring together the best swimmers from all over the country. All of the early mornings, the tough doubles, days when you really didn't want to be there, the days when practices felt amazing, and the days when they didn't. Every single moment, big or small, has led you to this moment here. I actually competed at NCSAs way back in 2014 when I was 12 years old. I will insert a picture of me wearing an NCSA t-shirt. I made D finals in the 100 backstroke, and I remember I cried because I was so nervous and intimidated by the competition. Like, I didn't want to make finals because I was so scared of my competitors. It's really silly to think about now, but I remember there was such crazy energy on deck. I had so much nerves behind the blocks. The stands were filled. It was a crazy environment, but it's something that I will never forget, and it taught me so much. And in hindsight, I had so much fun. It was also my first experience getting to race swimmers from all across the country after coming from my small club in Minnesota. I'm sure a lot of you are in the same position as I am. Maybe this is your first competition on a national scale and it can seem really scary and intimidating, but I promise you, every single one of you deserves to be here. This competition is the perfect opportunity to test yourself and your training. You've put in so much work this season, and now it's just important to fall back on that training, go into autopilot, trust your skills, and just do your thing. Control the controllables and forget everything else. Focus on your starts, your turns, your kick counts, not breathing into your turns or your finishes either, and forget everything else. You can't control the person who you're competing against in the lane next to you, so don't even worry about it. These meets can definitely get intense, as I mentioned, but they're also so much fun. Really soak in every moment that you get with your teammates, or if you're here by yourself, try to talk to someone who you haven't met before. I guarantee you that years from now, when you're all retired from swimming, you're not going to remember the swims as much as you're going to remember the memories that you made with friends that you made in the sport. So anyways, race hard, support each other no matter what, and try to learn something from every single swim you have, whether it be good or bad. You never know which meet could be a turning point in your swimming career, and for a lot of you, this might be one of them. So good luck this week. Do what you all know how to do, and I'll be cheering for all of you.
To the London team, we've got to let you know about tonight, some new swimmers on the team and the coaches for the London team. And we need to clear the competition pool. Warm-up pool, the scoreboard course is open, competition pool is closed. And last night's relays, what a night. You good? And right now our starting blocks become our award stand. And introducing the ladies, the 800 free relays, our award winners from last night. Waukesha Express, Emmy Meyer, Ella Antonuski, Ava Jewell, Rowan Russi Wida. Suburban Seahawks getting 7th, Nola Waldebuser, Caitlin Colasar, Caroline Whitney, and Madison Sachecki. In 6th place, Madison Aquatic Club, Bryn Sundell, Jane Garlock, Abigail Fromelt, and Annika Curran. In 5th place, the Academy Bullets, Ariana Nakula, Paige Cowell, Tess Savropoulos, and Annabelle Noraki. 4th goes to Nova of Virginia, Maddie Bynum, Lane Francis, Emery DeGunther, and Maya Eubank. The bronze to Long Island Aquatic, Vivian Zangaro, Alex Siegel, Kara McDonald, and Una Diaz. The silver to Edina Swim Club, Faith Lama, Libby McCarthy, Lydia Cameron, and Adeline Biegler. And number 1, Nation's Capital, Emma Signa, Alyssa Sagel, Ginger Strickland, and Sadie Buckley. In the gentlemen's 200 freestyle relay, 8th place going to the Academy Bullets, Braden Nagel, Braden Kappen, Dan Janatus, Jack Murphy. Hornet age group getting 7th with Matt Madoff, Milos Pavla, Luke Vadev, and Luke Conley. FMC Aquatics in 6th place with Pablo Pareja, Lachlan Gant, Jovan Mihailovic, and Matthew Ferguson. Aqua Jets in 5th with Micah Davis, Noah Landry, Benjamin P., and Patrick Curran. And in 4th place, the Nassau Wildcats, Devin Bone, Noah Chen, Philip Stoller, and Ethan Chung. The bronze going to New Wave, Mattias Ramon, Ethan Holloway, Sam Marsteiner, and Drew Cito. Nation's Capital in 2nd with Andrew Venice, Tyler Phillips, Cole Wortley, and Yaron Lee. And number 1, the Nassau Wildcats, Aiden Kaplan, Rohan Bubble, Teddy O'Donnell, and Evan Corneau. And right now, our timers, referees, and officials finding their way around the pool deck. And here we go with our timers. Thank you to all our timers for making this event possible. Can't do it without timers. You're at a swim meet, you gotta time. I love it. And again at the starting blocks, Lauren Canty at block number 1, Avery Tack at block number 2, Megan Bluthman at block number 3, Madeline Bartok at block number 8. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem.
All right, there you have it. Sid Cassidy here welcoming everyone back to the 4th evening in the big house. The Harris Rosen Championship course here at the Rosen Aquatic Center on Harris Rosen Drive. Very thrilled to be here with our friends from Takeitlive, the best video service, bringing you the 2026 NCSA Spring Swimming Championships. You saw the list of names there. Apologies for my hoarseness. It's been such an exciting week already, and we still have a couple of days to go. In the finals this evening, Lauren Canty, Long Island in lane 1, Avery Tack, Atlantis in lane 2, Megan Bluthman, Ole swimming in 3. Avery with the early lead, 26-4. Madeline Bartosik of Marlins of Raleigh in 4. She was 4:58.37. Katie Dunfield, Ole in 6. Lucianne Hefner, Marlins in 7. And Sarah Palinkovic, FMC Aquatics. She went 5:00.10. So all the girls within a second and a half, and it is Sarah on the outside taking over the lead, 55.27 with a 28.7 on her second 50. We have 5 heats of the 500 for the ladies and then 5 for the men. And it's going to be a wonderful evening. We've got the 100 butterfly and the 200 breaststroke following that, plus the 400 freestyle relay. So pretty good evening. Still Sarah with the lead. She's 29-1. Everybody's 29 something there. Talked about lane 8. Sometimes a fun place to be. You can get away, get going out there. It's actually in the center of the pool, but it's on the edge of the racing course. A lot of people like it. It's the deepest water in the pool. Sarah, 29.7. Second place is Megan Bluthman now. She went 29.7 as well. Megan looking very strong here in the foreground, but Sarah's still with the lead up there at the top in the white cap. She's a 29.9. Megan was a 29.7, so she closed a couple tenths there. Halfway through, the girls were 2:24. A lot of teams do like to make it even in a 500. It's not that easy to do. Get your second half faster, maybe. Negative split. Sarah, 29.9, holding steady. Megan, 29.8. Madeline Bartosik from Marlins and Madison Suchecki from Suburban, along with Lauren Canty, are all fighting to get back in this thing. Your top 2 are still Megan Bluthman from Ole. She's taken over the lead there with a 30.0 as Sarah went 30.2. We know those Ole swimmers always finish strong. It's a Cooper tradition. Sarah Palinkovic from FMC, certainly not going to give it up. She's 30.3 though. Megan 30.2. A couple girls are 29.6 out of Madison, the youngster from Suburban in lane 5. Making a charge up here in the white cap, going into the bell lap. Keep an eye out for Charlie Kennedy's ace in the hole. She has the lead, 29.1. Megan went a 30.4. Sarah was a 30.4. And she has the lead, leaving that group. A few other girls giving chase, making it close. But this heat of 16 and under E final, very, very strategic finish for Madison Suchecki. Didn't get her final time on the clock. We're going to have to check it, but there's no question she got her hand on the wire. There you go. 4:54.30. Very nice. Yep, 29.1 on the end. All right. It's going to get us to, there's everybody's times. They didn't have Madison's, but we did, thanks to the quick work of the guys in the truck. That's what I said to Takeitlive guys. They're the best. All right. D final is up next. Swimming in lane 1 from Nova. That's Katie Shaps. You'll see her right here. That's red cap diving in, block number 1. Kara McDonald next to her is from Long Island in 3. Jillian Wiersema, H2 Okies. In lane number 4, Ella Jobach, swimming unattached. Sadie Davidoff, Long Island, is in 5. Kirsten Armstrong in 6 for Nova. Emma Radowski, Aquajets in 7. And Hannah Wooten, Marlins in lane 8. Ella in lane 4 had the fastest time in the morning, 4:56.6. Hannah in lane 8, 4:57.9, 1.23 seconds behind her. And out early this evening, Kirsten Armstrong from Nova, 28.4 on her second 50, giving her a 54.9 and a 1.3 second lead over Emma Radowski, who's right next to her in lane 7. Emma and the rest of the field holding mid-29s. Kirsten, 29.2 on that one, still holds the lead. I see 29.6 for Emma and nobody else. Oh, there's a 29.3 for Hannah. She's in lane 8. Yeah, that's a good quick turn there. She wants to get into this race. Still Kirsten Armstrong, 29.8. Hannah Wooten's moved into second. She went 29.7 to 154 and 155 at the 200. He's getting a little thrown off by Kirsten's cap with the green Nova. I'm like, wait, isn't Nova right? But she goes 30.3 and is still hanging on. Emma threw down a 29.9 and Hannah threw a 29.8, so they're coming after her. They're chasing her, and it looks like right now Emma may just, no, it's still Kirsten. It's Hannah who's going to be closest here. Hannah with a 29.3 really made up some ground there. Took over the lead, 2:54.7. Out in lane 8, Marlins of Raleigh. Coach Paul Silver perennially does a great job with those Marlins. Hannah Wooten, probably a distant cousin of my friend Chris Wooten, who I grew up swimming with in Kinston. His sister Claudia, they were fun. 29.9 Hannah and 29.8 for Emma right next to her. That's where the race is, on the outside. In the middle now, though, we had a 29.8 out of Sadie Davidoff. You know Long Island's going to finish. And with 100 to go, Hannah Wooten hanging on, 30.1, 29.9 for Emma. Everybody's over 30. But it is quite the race. Still 7 and 8, 8 and 7. And Emma Radowski with a very good 50 right there takes the lead. She goes 29.4 to Hannah's 29.8. Ella went a 29.7 over in lane 4. Looks like she's strong for third at least in this heat. Big legs on the outside. Here they come. Driving home. Aqua Jets and Marlins. And it's going to be Emma Radowski, 4:52.69. Right behind her, Hannah Wooten, 4:52.83. And third does go to Ella Jobach, 4:54.60. What a race. Great job, ladies. There's everybody's times. Up next is our C final. More Marlins in lane 1. Annabelle Townsend. Lane 2 from New Wave, right across the town there in Raleigh. Another Raleigh Swim Club. June Gospodarek for New Wave. Nova of Virginia, Emery DeGunther. Nation's Capital, Ginger Strickland in 4. Samantha Anderson, Long Island in 5. Charlotte Duchser, Blazing Barracudas. Duchser, Charlotte. She's from Ohio. And she's in lane 6. Madison Schmitz, another Marlin, is in 7. And from Edina, Faith Lamar out in lane 8. 26-4 for Faith on the outside, but 26-3 with Charlotte in lane number 6 with the lead. 54-9 for Charlotte at the 100. Emery DeGunther in lane 3 is second. It's very close, of course, very early. 20 lengths of the pool. You see the lap counters in there. It's nice to have your teammates taking care of that business for you. Although every day in practice you do it on your own. Charlotte, 29-1, pulling away a little bit. Next fastest times, 29-3 out of Samantha Anderson in lane 5. So this morning, these girls were from 4:55.3 to 4:56.5. 1.2 seconds separating the field. 1:53.9 is Charlotte on the way out with a 29.8 as your fastest 200 split of this heat. Keep them under 30. You'll be going under that 53.9. And now Samantha pulls right up into it, splitting a 29.4. Next to her, Ginger Strickland from NCAP went a 29.3 in lane 4. She's getting back into it as well. Charlotte still hanging in there. She went a 30.1. Emery DeGunther looking pretty strong here for Nova. Samantha still with the lead, 29.69, 3:53.9. Emery's 2:54.3, so she's 0.3 behind her, but she went a 29.71, about the same. Gear up for that bell lap. It's always such a good feeling when you hear it. You get a rush, you get an adrenaline pump. Samantha doesn't want to wait for that. She wins 29.5 right there. 29.7 for Ginger. Emery 29.9, no other 20s in the field there. So if you do finish strong here, as we know Long Island Aquatic Club has been built to do. Another good 50, 29.7. Emery's 30.1. And that's your top two for now, at least, with 100 or so to go. They got the bells ready. There you go with 50 yards left. Samantha Anderson, 4:22.6. Goes down to 29.4 on that lap. And she's looking at a 51 or so, even faster with a good finish. As I said, fastest times this morning were 4:55 out of this heat, so this will be a very nice drop. You can see Coach Ginny over there, a very big smile on her face. 28.9 to give her 4:51.55 and the victory. Congratulations, Samantha. Very nice swim. Second goes to Emery DeGunther, 4:53.14. You can read them all right there. See final results. Get us to the B final. The girls that finished 9th through 16th this morning. Lane number 1, another Long Island 500 swimmer, Sasha Carafin. There you go. You can see Paige Kowal from the Academy Bullets. She's in 2. Elise Block, Verona, in 3. Una Diaz, Long Island, in 4. Molly Wadikis, Hinsdale, in 5. Alex Siegel, Long Island, in 6. Team Greenville has Emily Schneider, lane 7, and lane 8's going to be Eleanor Sable from Nation's Capital Swim Club. These girls this morning, Una was the fastest, 4:52.32. Paige is out first in lane 2, 26.07. Eleanor got in 16th with a 4:54.63. About a 3-second difference between the heat in their morning swims. Nice race shaping up between Molly, Alex, and Paige. Paige Kowal down in the bottom of your screen leading that lane 2. Molly's over in 5, Alex in 6. Alex takes a little bit of a lead there with a 28.5 to Molly's 29.1. It's getting loud down there. The fans are cheering for him. Their teammates are making a lot of noise. A lot of times in these heats, you get up to the B, certainly in the A. These youngsters are hitting it right, knocking on the door of U.S. Open cuts. Qualifying for big meets this summer. Alex goes 28.7 again. She's rocking this thing. Looking very much in control at this point of this B final. The halfway mark, 220.7 with a 28.6 for the Long Island ace, Alex Siegel. Still a 16-year-old. College coaches out there doing your homework should be watching these B finals. Plenty of talent here. I'm sure many would love to coach this young lady. 29.07. She's 249.8 with 100 yards to go. Or no, 200. That is, yep. 8 lengths to go. She can get this well under. The fastest time this afternoon this morning was a 4:43. It took a 4:52 to get in. Alex just went 29.4 there, so she's 3:19.2. Certainly going to do much better than her 4:54 this morning. I mean, she'd be well under 4:50 here. Here she comes in with 100 to go. Still going 29. She's a 29.6 and 3:48.8. She could go 47 if she finished strong here. Alex Siegel, Long Island, in the lead, fighting for second. A very close race there with Una Diaz coming very strong, and Elise Block. Elise from Verona in the dark cap, lane 3. Una, the white cap, in 4. But Alex just threw down another 29.6, and she's coming home to rock this heat, this B heat, in a time that would have put her pretty far up there. Very nice evening swim. 4:47.07. Third fastest time we've seen in the pool today. Outstanding. Una Diaz, 4:48.6. What a finish on Una. Her last 50 was a 27.6. And third there, Elise Block, 28.0 on the end for a 4:49. They all get under. Way to go, girls. What great racing here at the NCSA Spring Championship meet. And here comes that bass beat, the march out music, echoing through the caverns of the Rosen Aquatic Center. Such a beautiful day here in Orlando. Here comes the parade. They opened up the roof, letting in the sunshine, fresh air. It's an indoor-outdoor pool here, folks. If you've never been here, you don't know what you're missing. All right, lane number 1. That's going to be Nola Waltboozer from Suburban Seahawks. Point Aquatics has Ella Hafner in lane 2. Nova of Virginia gives us Mia Eubank, lane number 3. Vivian Zangaro, your top qualifier. You see her time there, 4:43.0, is in 4. Sadie Buckley, big smile on Sadie's face there. Nation's capital in 5. Claire Herfel represents the Clippers of Northern Kentucky. There's Zaida Meal. She's on all the way from Oregon, the Corvallis Aquatic team. And Emma Signa, also from Nation's capital, rounding out the field down there. All right, this is going to be a stellar 500-yard freestyle race. The meet record was set in 2023. Long Island, shocking. I remember this. Kavin Gormson. She went a 4:36.34. And be a big drop for any of these girls, but you know, sometimes it just happens right here at the NCSA. Tight group at the 50. Vivian 25.70 with a slight lead. Looks like Emma Signa on the outside wants to get going. In the middle, you've got Vivian and Sadie Buckley. We expect them to go. They're 1-2, 53-1, 53-7. Emma within a second at 54.6. But those girls put down 27-4 and 27-8. I don't know how many of these girls are going to keep 27s or even 28s to see. You want to get down there in that low 40s, high 30s. 27-9 and 28-1 for Vivian, then Sadie. 28-8 for Emma out in lane 8. Fast legs coming over. Do you see that? You see it? Long Island Aquatic Club. I know Coach Dave, Coach Ginny, throw those legs. Get them over. This girl gets it done. Watch right here. Bam. 28-3 and 28-2. Vivian has a 28-2 actually. So she's still holding or pulling away a little bit, but Sadie not going anywhere yet. Emma was a 28-9 on the outside, still hanging in there for third. 28-5, 2:17.8 at the halfway mark. And a 28-6 for Sadie, a 28-9 for Emma. Claire Herfel with a 29 flat, looking pretty strong as well. Center of the pool, Vivian Zangaro, 28-4. She's 2:46.3 at her 300. Sadie, 1.2 seconds back through a 28-6. Lost a couple tenths on that 50. 28-8 for Emma on the outside, still keeping them under 29, having a great swim. Claire Herfel still working her way back in, but Vivian 28-6, Sadie 28-9. 29-0 for Emma. There's her first one, and Claire 28-9. So she's creeping back into the 28s, trying to catch back up to this field. Not many lengths left, though. Here we go with 100 yards to go. Vivian Zangaro is a 3:43.6 with a 28.6 there, so she can definitely drop it into the 30s here. I think that record's going to be safe, but it's a heck of a swim. But look how strong Sadie Buckley's finishing as well, and the same for Emma out there. This is all, and Claire, look at Claire's swim now. She wants in. Those girls are fighting for that bronze. 28.6 for both Vivian and Sadie. Emma's a 28.6 as well. Claire's a 28.6. Everybody, bingo. 28.6. And on this last 50, look at those legs in white water. Yeah, she's got a shot. 37, 38, 4:39.70. Great swim, Vivian Zangaro. Long Island Aquatic Club. Second to Sadie Buckley, 4:41.96. Third to Claire Herfel, 4:45.05. There's Vivian. That was an exciting race to watch. Oh, yeah. She seems pretty happy. There's everybody's times. All right. That means we move over to the E finals for the 500 freestyle men. And we will start with Team Greenville in lane 1. That's Harper Church, Long Island Aquatic Club. Jaden Young is in lane 2. Charlie Hilton in the red cap for Nova, lane 3. That's Jack Murphy in the center of your pool, lane number 4. Lane 5, Manu Mar, Nation's Capital. Lane 6, Nicholas Liberty from Rockville Lane 7, Max Garbax, Madison Aquatic Club. And lane 8, Connor Manier, Arlington Aquatic Club. Murphy out first, 23.75. Seen some great swims out of him over the course of the weekend, but it is tough, especially these guys that are swimming a full slate of events plus a full slate of relays. This meet will grind you, and you will learn from it. Jack's out smooth tonight, 26.13, 49.88, and he looks to be in good control. Lane 1. Harper Church up there as well. Got the guys, Manu Mar, of course, in the center of the pool. Outside smoking 7 and 8, Max and Connor. Jack Murphy turns in at 27.0. Will be the fastest guy there, and at 50 at least. Still in control, coming down into the wall here at the 200-yard mark. Murphy turns in a 1:43.93. Second to Harper Church, 1:45.70. And then third at Manier out in lane 8, 1:45.78. Connor Manier, and you got Max Garbax going right with him out there. Murphy, the 16-year-old from Academy Bullets in the Chicago area. 27.1 to be 2:11.1 halfway through the race. Manier on the outside, 2:13.2. He's a 27.4. So still losing a little ground. Nobody's making anything up on Murphy yet. And maybe they won't. He keeps going 27.1s. I don't know if anybody's got a change of speed gear in them for this race. But Murphy is consistent. 27.15, 2:38.2 at his 300. The rest of the guys are all 27.7 and above. So I don't see anybody getting him in this heat unless there's some kind of major monkey dropping a piano somewhere. There's a 27.6. Manier 27.5 on the outside. So in theory, sure, it's possible. You can see him. I think Connor's got his eye. He seems to have left Max over there in lane 7. Lane 5, Manu hasn't given up. He's still kicking up. I'm thinking Jack Murphy has this one. He goes 27.6 there. He's 3:33.5 with 100 to go. Be well under 30 in this swim. Any 16-year-old love to get their time under 4:30. That's a nice mark for a youngster. 4:01.2 with a 27.7. Connor goes to 27.6. He's at 4:03.8. He needs to come home in like 26.2 if he wants to go under. That's pretty fast. With Jack Murphy, Academy Bullets, 500 free tonight, wire to wire in the E final. 4:27.96. Manier goes 4:30.89 for the second. Manu Mar gets the third with a 4:31.78. He seemed a lot more happy there than he was probably after his morning swim, huh? He looked good there. Nice swim, Jack. We move on to the D final. Wyatt Ball Ozaki is in lane 1. New Wave Swim Team has Drew Cito in lane 2. Liam Condon from Ole Swimming is in lane 3. Tim Hanway, Suburban Seahawks, in lane 4. Old Dominion has Carter Wachs in lane 5. Carter Wooten, the Marlins of Raleigh, in lane 6. I have Carter with a K in lane 5 and Carter with a C in lane 6. Henry with an H, Anstein, Suburban, in lane 7. And over in 8, Josh Farnsworth, Nova of Virginia. All right, the boys in the D final. Tim Hanway is a pair of Seahawks swimming for Charlie Kennedy this heat. He's fastest this morning out of this 8, 4:32.18. But Josh over in lane 8 got in with a 4:33.11, less than a second, but separates the whole field. So anybody can win. Henry from Suburban in lane number 7 is out first with a 24.00. We've seen a lot of fast swimming on that outside, 7 and 8. Lane number 2 takes over. Drew Cito, 50.70. Henry's 50.71. Henry was 26.7, but Drew was 26.4. See what pace they fall into. By the 3rd and 4th 50s, most of these guys settle down into a pace. Oftentimes their coaches will have them shift gears at a certain spot. 26.8 for Drew. And he is the only 26 in the crew. In lane 2, looking very, very strong and smooth for the New Wave swim team. Coach John would like that. Very strong first 200, 144.80. 27.2. I got a couple others. 27.2 out of Carter with a K. Walks from ODAC, the Old Dominion Aquatic Club, one of the older swim teams around the state of Virginia, down there in that beautiful Tidewater area. Drew, 27.6, holding the lead halfway through with a 2:12.46. Henry from Suburban's now in second. He went 27.7. But a couple of 27.4s, Carter with a K, and Liam Condon from Ole Swimming. Liam, we know those guys from Ole always finish strong. Drew hanging in there now with a 27.6. I'm seeing 27.5 out of Farnsworth and Wooten. 27.7 out of Condon. Very important part of the race right here as Drew Cito from New Wave tries to hang on. He's going 27.8. 27.7 next to him for Condon. 27.8 for Carter. So they're 27.5 for Farnsworth on the outside. Yeah, and he's the one making a move now. Josh Farnsworth from Nova. Top of your screen and down at the bottom is Drew Cito. 28.0. Farnsworth goes 27.4. Got a 27.3 out of Liam Condon. Ole in lane 3 surges into the 3rd position. What's he been waiting for, Coach? My gosh, the guy looks super. Drew Cito hanging on in lane 2. Lane 8. Farnsworth taking over with 50 to go. Liam Condon has something to say about it. He's in 3. Look at the legs. Farnsworth just went a 27.1. That's a good 4/10 faster than Condon. Almost a look at 7. Henry Anstein with a 26.7. And at the end, Cito comes home with a 26.3 to win it. He goes 4:30.1. He was down but not out. Gotta give it to the New Wave swim team. Way to go, Coach John. Hey, my boy's tired. They passed him and he came back. That takes some guts right there. That was great. 30.1. What a finish for Anstey in his last 100. He goes 26 and 25. He's like 51 plus on his last 100. I love this meet. All right. And that was only the D final. Coming up next in the C final, Alex Aloko from Edina in Minnesota. Jonathan Payne, Nova Swim Club in Virginia. Lane 3, Parker Stever, Fast Falcons. Right here in Florida, lane 4, Zachary McNabb, Old Dominion Aquatic Club. Trevor Donnelly from Rockville in 5. Our very own, and I'm going to be a homer, William DeMocus Murphy, since I still coach at St. Andrews. William, as a senior in his swan song meet here. Out first, though, is Jonathan Payne, 23.25. Johnny Macco for Long Island is over in lane 7. And Greater Toledo Aquatic Club has Thomas Lathrop in lane 8. You know, I guess technically Williams, a young senior, he's only 17, so he could come back, right? He could still swim one more, Will. Think about it. But tonight, we're here in the present. Johnny Macco moves into second. Payne's 49.6. Macco 50.1. A tie with DeMocus Murphy. So over there in 6 and 7, William and Johnny. Will in the dark cap. Johnny Long Island white. In the foreground, you have lane 2 is Jonathan Payne. He goes to 27.3 to still hold on to the lead. Thomas Lathrop trying to get into it out in lane 8. A lot of guys still moving strong. Look at Parker and Parker Stever in lane number 3. These guys are all in it. Everybody's in it. Still a slight lead for Johnny Macco. He's at 144.3. Second. Lane 1. They're all in there. Everybody's within a second there. Murphy third, but Johnny Macco, Long Island, he went 27.1 on his last 50. You'll see what he's got here. A 27.0. That's a nice split. He's separating himself. Parker Stever from the Falcons. He went a 27.23. So he's right on it as well. Lane 1 is Alex Alako. He's in the second position for Edina. Macco still holding the lead at the 300 with a 238. Everybody fighting for it. These guys would love to go under that 430. Everybody was 30.3 to 31.7 this morning. Macco 27.3. He looks like he's well on his way to getting it done with a 27.3. 27.8, 27 for Murphy and Alex. And nobody else really matching what Macco's doing with those low 27s. We're seeing some 28s. Guys are fighting it. 27.5. Stever in second now. He goes 27.6, 27.8 for Alex. Will 27.7. These guys aren't giving up, man. Here we go, last 100. They all want to get it. There's the bell lap. Johnny Macco, he's punching his ticket under for sure. He went a 27.4 there. 27.5 for William, and he's fifth, sitting at 4:03. So, it's going to be tight for these guys in that 30 mark. Who's got a 26 low in them, boys? Who wants it? Mako's got it. He's going to win this thing. Look at it. And it's a 27.5. And then Murphy gets the second with a 29.49. His goal is attained. A new team record for the youngster. Very happy. There's a 1-2 finish. Johnny Mako with that great swim. 4:27.35. Will looking over at his coaches. Yeah, that was a great race, boys. Glad to see it. And as we said, there's still 2 more heats to go. Coming up next, the B final. Quinn Caputo, Nation's Capital, in lane 1. Connor Presti, Northern Kentucky Clippers, in lane 2. Leopold Nurit, Nation's Capital, in lane 3. Cole Nelson, Nova of Virginia, in lane 4. Okay. From Rockville, I've been saying Charlie Begin, but I heard Mike say Charlie Beggin. Oh, I'm begging for the right pronunciation. If one of you Rockville folks could tell me. But I like Charlie Begin because it was, he was always beginning. But if Begin is correct, I want to be correct. Lane 1 is your leader. That's Quinn Caputo. The rest of the field is lane 6 from NCAP. Lachlan Bartholomew. Lane 7 from Rockville. Cooper Zakorkemny. And lane 8, Nation's Capital, Paul Mullen. All right. Lane 1 outside, Quinn Caputo. Cole Nelson is second, 50.1, 50.7. Lachlan over in 6 is third. It's the B final, so these are the boys that finish 9th through 16th this morning. Quinn in lane 1, 26.8, 116. He's holding very smooth. There's a 26.5 right next to him, Kano Presti. Kano, the Clipper from Northern Kentucky. It's a pretty even heat here. Got a lot of guys. Quinn continues to lead, 26.8 and 143.7. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. It's almost in order. And Caputo, still your leader, 27.0. Next to him, Presti, 26.9. Got a 27.2 up there in lane 8 for Paul Mullen of NCAP. He's looking strong on the outside. Next to him, Rockville's Cooper Zakorkemny. He's a 27.49, so he's moving too. 27.2 for Quinn. Kano is 27.2 as well. Leopold, 26.8 in lane 3 for NCAP. Putting a move on. You see his legs come up on the second half. A lot of times swimmers like making a move at the halfway mark, There's 20 lengths. Okay, let me cruise 10. Let me grind 10. Quinn still first. He and Kano have identical 50s of 27.41. Leopold falls back to 27.5. But everybody's still pretty close. Paul Mullen's also 27.5 on the outside. Caputo still smooth. He threw in a 26.8 Yeah, that's you know what? He said, okay, I got a little more. Coach, let me go. And he's 27-4 was Kano and 27-1 Leopold trying to stay with him. Mullen was a 27-3 over in lane 8. Let's see what this 50 brings. Bell lap. Caputo 26-8. Presti 7-4. 6-8 for Leopold. Leopold. And 27-1 for Paul in lane 8. Some great finishes coming on, but the young man from Nation's capital, Quinn Caputo, stronger than the rest. 4:25:38, start to finish. There's that. Yeah, man. He's happy about that. He's giving a sign. Yeah, man. Nice swim. Very nice swim, Quinn. He's serious about that. That's what I'm talking about, Coach. There's everybody's time. What a great heat. Quinn going 4:30 this morning, goes 4:25 to win the heat from lane 1. Who doesn't love the NCSA meet? And here they come marching out, the 8 fastest qualifiers. Leading the way, City of Richardson, because he's in lane 8. That's Evan Gluck. He's not messing around. He wants to get over there. He's like, yo, you guys can come with me if you want. I'm going to get to my lane. But right here, going first in the red cap, you're going to see him make the corner, drop his towel and his jacket. That's Owen Miklos from Nova of Virginia. He's in lane number 1. You can see their qualifying times as well. Aiden Terrazas, Ozaki, in lane 2. Kai Joyner, Rochester, is in lane number 3. Alex Grikalski has got a pair of NCAP guys next to each other. He's right there in 4 as the top qualifier, and right behind him his teammate Tyler Kaminsky. Sam Marsteiner, New Wave, is in 6. James Darcy, Long Island, in 7. And Evan Gluck, City of Richardson, in lane number 8. The guys were 4:22.7 to 4:25.9 this morning, but you can throw those out. I know a few of them could be dreaming it'd be a heck of a drop, but maybe somebody could go after that Matthew Hirschberger. Got a couple NCAP guys as the top seed. It's an NCAP record from 2015. Hirschberger went 4:16.43. I don't know. I know both of your aunts, Ty, think you can do it, but man, that's a big ask. Good luck to all you swimmers out there. Let's get it done. Strong and smooth in the center. Alex Grikalski out in the 23.3. 20 lengths of the pool. You know, from the last few heats in the ladies' races, there's all kinds of different strategies that these 500 swimmers like to employ. Coming into the 100, it's still Grikalski, 49.0. Tyler Kaminsky, 49.4. Kai Joyner, 49.6, all right in the center of the pool. Just the way it was drawn up on paper. Very nice stroke you can see out. Your leader, Alex, just really smooth and long. He's got such a swimmer's body. He goes 25.9. Tyler's 26.3. Kai was a 26.0 on that third 50, or second 50, I guess now. At the 200, 141.26, 142.33 for Kaminsky, 141.98 is Joyner, who is in second place now. Very smooth, strong catch of the water for Kai as well. That Rochester 15-year-old going up against Grakalski at 18. Kaminsky only 16 himself. Joyner takes the lead with a 25.81. And at the halfway mark, he's 2:07.7. Wow. And he is moving. Kai Joyner, the youngster from Rochester, has just put the hammer down. 25.9. Rakowski's 26.5, trying to hang on. He's only 0.8 back, but it seems more. Kaminsky was a 6.6. This youngster really picking the legs up, looking like fresh troops have arrived. 25.8, another sub-26. He's at 2:59.59. With 6 leg now, he's going to be coming here with 100 yards to go. So he's still got these 25s in him. 26.04, so he's human. 26.5 for Alex, and Tyler 26.8. Good swim for Sam Marsteiner in 6, and Owen Miklos down here in 1, but man, hard to not see this incredible effort by Kai Joyner. Rochester Swim Club, a 26.2. He's 3:51.9. And he's going to be well under that 20. Holy cow. Look at this swim. We said the record was a 16:43. And he's going to be so close, but 4:17.75. Outstanding swim for the 16-year-old Kai Joyner out of Rochester. 25.83 on the end. And Kai, I hope you come back to take Mr. Hirschberger's name off of there and stamp your own. Outstanding, outstanding swims, boys, all the way across. Look at those times. Great drops from this morning. Alex with a 20-point. Tyler, 23. Great racing, fellas. Okay. 500s. Man, it might be my most favorite session when we get to watch 10 heats of the 500 freestyle, and they race like that. But I don't take away from any of these other incredible races like the women's 100 butterfly we're about to see right now. Meet record Campbell Stoll from 2023, 51.65. Here's our E-heat. You can see their names. Addie Koenigsong, NASA, Annika Kai, Rockville, Vivian Grumeni, Rise, Elliot Rowan from York, Leah Rogi from New Trier, Paige Berkey, Greater Toledo, Hannah Ellis from the Stingrays of Virginia, and Nation's Capital has Alexa Morgan at the top. And Alexa might be first. She's second. Annika Kai first. She's 25.5 from Rockville in lane 2. 25.6 is Alexa out in lane number 8. And looking very strong with a good third turn. Alexa Morgan, the 15-year-old at the top. Look at lane number 6, Paige Berkey, Greater Toledo, lane number 2. And 2 gets it, Annika Kai. She comes with a great finish, 29.3 on the end for a 54.89. She's very happy with that. All right. There's everybody's times. What a close finish, huh? Oh, geez. 3 of them within a tenth. The D finals up next. Rockville Montgomery has got Gabriella, Kaiser, Lexi Morrison from Nation's Capital is in 2. Her teammate Cecilia Russell in 3. Josephine Pilion, Blazing Barracudas in 4. Alexa Braceno from New Albany in lane 5. Ava Eddy, Stingrays in 6. Caroline Wanazek, she's in lane 7 for Elmbrook, and Aquajets has Claire Wilkie in lane 8. Very fast for Caroline. The Elmbrook swimmers 25-2 out in lane 7. Lexi's 25-4 in lane 2. See how this last turn works out. I know that Elmbrook team works pretty hard on turns. They've been down at St. Andrews quite a few times. Look at them at the end. It's lane 8. Claire Wilkie from Aquajets. Yes, 54.96. She gets under 55. Oh, man. That was a great drop. Almost a second. And what a finish. There's everyone's times at the end. All right. Third heat is our C final. Sarah Luca, Long Island in 1. Bryn Sundell Madison in 2. Caroline Bryan, Grosse Pointe is 3. Mallory Ferguson from Council Bluffs is in lane 4. Alyssa Sagel, lane 5, Nation's Capital. Lane 6, Leah, Nebraska, New Albany. Lane 7, Caden Kelly, Rocket Aquatics. And lane 8, Karina Dye, Long Island Aquatic Club. All right. Let's see what the Flyers have here. $54.96 is what Mallory Ferguson did this morning. Mallory is your top qualifier from Council Bluffs. Coach Kim Smallburn. I guess you could say, oh, it's a small burn, but it's not spelled like that. But the leader here, so close, 25-2, 25-2, 25-2, 25-0 is Sarah in lane number 1. Looking now more like lane 5, Alyssa Sagel, so strong on the second 50. She goes 53.67. Alyssa Sagel, 28.3 on the way home. Second to Sarah Luca, Long Island, 54.26. Good racing. Good racing across the board there, ladies. Gotta love that. Up next, the B final. Lane Francis from Nova in lane 1. Zara Kosak, Excel in 2. Sophie Fredericks, Arlington, lane 3. Mary Ellen Lewis, Excel, lane 4. Adeline Bigler, Edina is in lane 5. Maddie Bynum, Nova, is in 6. Savannah Duffy, Stingrays in 7. And Fagan Kaminsky, Jupiter Dragons, in lane 8. Fagan got in with a 54.88. Mary Ellen was a 54.28, so 0.6 of a second separate the field. And those are Adeline Bigler is out first. From Edina, 24.9. Lots of fast swimming out there. You see Fagan on the outside with that South Florida look. You know, she looks so good representing Palm Beach County. But in the center of the pool, the girls that are fighting it for the lead, it's going to be tight. Lane number 4 is Mary Ellen Lewis from Excel. And it's Fagan just ahead of her. Nice finish. Kaminsky, 53.78. There's a smile. Look at that. Who cares? You got to be happy with that. Mary Ellen, 53.82, 4 100ths behind. That was a great finish, girls. I like that. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah. All right, here comes the A heat. leading the way. That's Sarah Paisley Owen. Metro Atlanta or Georgia. Great team. She's got the orange gear. But right here first in lane 1, Bobby Simmons from Aqua Jets. Lane number 2, Ariana Nikula from Academy Bullets. Lane 3, Mia Buff. She's from Greater Toledo. Oh, yeah. Abby Chan is in lane 4, getting those goggles on. Huntsville, swimming for Coach Matt Weber. Siggy Nemo, Aqua Jets. She's getting ready there. Aubrey O'Mackey, Ole swimming. Lane 6 with a smile on her face. Gotta love that. Faith Lama. She is back for Edina in lane 7. And Sarah Paisley Owen, we said, from MAAC, the Metro Atlanta area. That is our 8 finalists. Record, we said, was 51.65. 2023. Elmbrooks Campbell Stoll. Abby Chan in the center of the pool. She was your fastest one this morning with a 52.46. Certainly had a great 50. She's had a good meet here. She's really got those underwaters, as you can see. And that's what you young swimmers want to learn from watching this video. Abby's a 23.85. She's got a shot. The record's 51.6. We'll see. Watch this last turn. She does seem to be in control of the race. And, man, she's breaking out. Here comes the rest of the field. Look at the top. There's Sarah Paisley. And now Sabby's feeling it at the end, but she's got the win with a 52.10. Second place going to Mia Buff from Toledo, 53.0. Well, that was the hard way, Abby. You look like you were going for that record. I tip my hat to you. What a great effort. And you had enough for that victory. Great time. Okay. Good racing. Everybody's got some fine times there in that one. And that's going to get us to the men's fly, where we just left Mia Buff getting the second. Well, her brother, Scotty Buff, is holding the record from 2023 in our next event. Brother Buff went 45.03 swimming for Greater Toledo in 2023. And here's our 16 and under E final. Ethan Kim, Samuel Kohlhofer, Toby Wosu, Ryan Baldwin, Owen Miklos, Rafa Fontana, Max Garbox, and Reed Woodward. All right, 100 fly. First 50, very critical. These youngsters were all 49.3 to 49.9. Max is out first in lane 7, 22.9. Look at Owen in lane 5. He had a great turn with that 23.1. They come out. Their breakout matters. Where they break out, how they break out. I see that strong breakout from Owen, and he gets the victory with it. 48.78, 25.6 on his way home. Excellent swim for the youngster. Yeah, and he's happy. I like that. Yeah. We should have some more celebrations and jubilations in swimming. Yeah. I had a chat with Kevin Ring today. I think we're going to work on that. Trying to bring more fun back. More meets like this. Here is the D final. Grant Haley, lane number 1, Rockville. Brady Zink, TMSC Rockets out of Florida. He's in lane 2. Lane 3, Caleb Kameh, from Nation's Capital. Rise has Yuri Plaskin in lane 4. He went 49.11. Max Thompson, Pava Panthers, Potomac Valley is in 5. Ryan Southern, NCAP 6. Ryan Smith, Nova in 7. His teammate Aiden Maminovic 8. And at first, Yuri Plaskin from Rise 22.44 at the 50. But the guys right there with him, Max Thompson's at 22.4, Ryan Southern's at 22.5. So the center of the pool seems to be it. Look at the three of these guys. Incredibly strong strokes coming into the finish. Is it Caleb? Is it? Nope, Yuri. It is Yuri from Rise. 26.3 on the end for a 48.74. Great racing, gentlemen. All right. The C final will be our next contest here. Levi Fulweiler, Nation's Capital, is in lane 1. Alexander Jungbluth in 2. Ian Miller, Webster Bluefins in 3. Peter Kovacs, Indiana in 4. Jared Goldstein, NASA Wildcats in 5. Northern Kentucky Clippers, Chase Knopf in lane 6. Guillermo Anchetta, Rockville in 7. And Matthew Claude, Hinsdale in lane number 8. These boys 48.81 to 49.09, so 9/10 or less separating them. Goldstein with the lead, 22.34. Fulweiler's at 22.6 in lane 1. Goldstein in lane 5. See how he comes off this wall. Getting a battle over there. Don't rule out. Look at lane 6 now. Chase Koff. He gets it with a 48.22. Chase came home in a 25.41. There's a big smile. Yeah. The Clipper. He's like, good racing, dude. Yeah, I like that. His grandmom saw that smile. That's beautiful. He knew where the camera was. Good thinking, Chase. Win your heat, look up at the camera. All right. Up next is the B final. Ethan Holloway, lane 1 for New Wave. Dan Janaitis, Academy in 2. Nathan Carr, Aquajets in 3. Grant Fleming, Suburban Seahawks in 4. Braden Nagel, Academy Bullets 5. Rohan Babu. There's the start. Babul's NASA Wildcat in 6. Patrick Curran, Aquajets in 7. And Teddy O'Donnell in lane number 8. 48.31 to 48.66. These are the guys that finished 9th to 16th this morning, scoring good points for their teams. Out fast in the center of the pool. That's Nagel, Academy 22.1. O'Donnell on the outside 22.3. Holloway on the outside. Bottom of your screen is 22.5. Off to NC State to swim for his dad. That's got to be so cool. Good finish coming in here. Anybody's game. It could be. It is. O'Donnell on the outside. 48.19. Grant Fleming, Suburban second. 48.24 in lane number 4. Great racing, boys. You know, we talked about the Holloways. I got to see that breaststroke win for the Wolfpack last night. So congrats on that. While we march out the fastest 8 boys from this morning's preliminaries. The 100 Butterfly Championships. Lane number 1, London Rising. Greater Toledo having a great meet. Lane number 2, Luke Vatev. Talk about a great meet. I like the old school jeans there, Luke, from the Hornet age group. Says, here's my sweats, coach. That's the way we did it in the 70s, brother. I remember racing Tony Bartle at the blocks wearing jeans. Oh, Micah Davis, Aqua Jets in lane 3. Aiden Kaplan's your fastest. He was 46.97 in lane 4. Tyler Phillips getting pumped up in lane 5, slapping himself there for NCAP. Mateus Rammel, New Wave. Just saw that great swim from his teammate. There's Ethan Chung in 7. He's for Wildcats. In lane 8, Griffin Oler, Rockville, Montgomery. He was 48.20 to get in. 46.97 was Aiden Kaplan this morning. That buff record, remember, 45.03. Ouch. All right. Let's see what we got. Another clean start by our great NCSA officials. Best in the land. This is a big heat. But Aiden Phillips, you see, very strong. Look at Tyler Phillips, Aiden Kaplan. But at the turn, it's Rammel. Mateus Rammel, 21.46. Luke Vatev, lane 2. And the Hornets, it was 21.54. Who's got it here? Still looking like it's Mateus Rammel. How strong is he? 46.17 for New Wave. There you go. Congrats to the boys who are having a great meet. Second place to Mika Davis, Aqua Jets, 46.79. Nice job, boys. Yeah, he's serious. Yeah. And Luke gets a third with a 46.86, just ahead of London. Look at that, 89, 89, 8, and they're all right there, 94 and 95. Third through seventh, less than a tenth. All right, so our ladies are now going to be swimming the 200-yard breaststroke. 5 heats of what many think is the most challenging discipline in swimming, the breaststroke, because all the rules require you to recover underwater, and it's so much resistance recovering underwater. You saw the names there. I'll help you out. We got 8 lengths of the pool in the sport's slowest event. It's slowest stroke, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a slow event. These ladies were not slow this morning. They were incredibly fast from 220.0 to 222.6. All the 16 and unders. Lane 1, Chelsea Girardeau from Team Greenville. Lane 2 is Jewel Swatland from Hinsdale. 3 is Hayden Fletcher from NCAP. Your leader, Jenny Baumgartner, is in 4. She went out in a 30.60, the 15-year-old from Rocket City, Huntsville. Hayes Williams from Nova is in 5. Tessa Hansen, Elmbrook in 6. Marissa Locklear, Marlins in 7. And Braylon Zurigai, Dezurjan. I'm just going to have to call you Braylon. But first place at the 100 is still Jenny. She's a 105.66 in lane 4. Young Huntsville swimmer looking very strong, but also up in lane 6. That's Tessa Hansen from Elmbrook. Her second 50 was very fast. She went a 34.2, and now she's third 50. She's taken over the lead. On this one, Tessa turns in a 35.1. Jenny's 36.2. Hayes Williams is a 36.0 in lane 5. Those are your leaders going into the last 50 yards of this contest. And it seems to be tightening up a little bit for that second. Maybe even, but Tess is holding on the outside. Hayes Williams trying to make a strong move. Jenny's still in there, but it's going to be Tessa's race. 2:17.74. 2:18.58 for Jenny, and Hayes with a 2:19.13. So great drops from this morning, girls. Everybody gets into those teens. Much better than being in the 20s. Congratulations. And Hayden Fletcher. 4 girls in the teens. Love it. Up next, the D final, Laura Roth, Nation's Capital in 1. Annika Curran, Madison in 2. Catherine Boo, Nation's Capital in 3. Peyton Garn, Atlantis, lane 4. Ruby Esparza, Academy Bullets in 5. Celia Francis, Excel in 6. Alicia Budasik, NASA Wildcats in 7. And Ava Laurence, TNT Swimming in lane number 8. Peyton in lane 4 went a 2:18.46. Top seed in the heat. 2:19.30 was Ava to get in. So about 0.8 of a second, roughly, separated the field this morning. And out first like a bullet, 30.00, Ruby Esparza for the Academy Bullets. To 75, she still got a strong lead. Ava Laurence was a 30.26 at that first 50. She's looking good out in lane number 8, keeping her stroke long, reaching like her coach wants her to. Ruby with a slight lead, 103.91 to 103.94. So in essence, these two girls, 33.6 was Ava's split on that 50, while Ruby went at 33.9. It's a little harder to see them on the outside in breaststroke. You can sense them sometimes, or you see them on the turns, but it's not as easy. If you have good peripheral vision in your goggles, which is not easy. 34.4 and 34.8 for Ruby, so Ava takes a slight lead out in lane 8. She's about 0.3 ahead with 50 yards to go. And Ruby's not giving up, and she has a very strong 25. It's all coming down to this turn. It's Ruby in the center, swimming for Academy. Very strong last 50. Ava still hanging in there up top for TNT, and at the touch, it's Ruby, 2:15.32. Ava, 2:15.56, and third going to Annika Curran, 2:16.76. You see what I'm talking? See how tired they are? I told you it was difficult. There's so much resistance in breaststroke. It's hard to swim legally. Difficult stroke. Lots of moving pieces. Have to click. Have to be synchronous. You need the rhythm. Here's RC finalists. Lane 1. It's going to be Hadley Penny, Marlins of Raleigh. Atlanta Swimming has Olivia Camp in 2. Emma Young from Nation's Capital is in lane 3. Catherine Dorsey, Blazing Barracudas, lane 4. She was 2:17.02. Abby Moore Academy in 5. Suburban has Madison Suchecki in 6. Gabby Halver, Nation's Capital in 7. And Abby King Condors in lane number 8. She went 2:18.1. 1.1 seconds separated the field this morning. Olivia Camp out first, 29.91. 30.02 over in lane 7 for Gabby Halver. Madison Suchecki. Oh, no, it's Gabby Halver on the lane 7 with the lead at the 100, and Gabby goes 104.29. She was a 34.2, so the fastest of anyone on that second 50. Academy Bullets. Abby Moore at the 150 takes over. She's 139.5 with a 34.9 there. The only girl that went a 34. You know, those Academy swimmers, they are back half swimmers as well. She's finishing very strong. Also, Gabby Halver and Cap over in 7, giving chase. You got lanes 3 and 4, Emma Young and Catherine Dorsey right there. And here comes Madison, a little late to the party. That Abby wins with a 2:14.56. Oh, yeah. $34.9 on the end for Abby. And Madison, you're coming home in a 33.7. Tells me maybe you should use a little more of that energy in the middle. I'm sure Coach Charlie will be very happy that you're so fast. And it's a great time. And want you to go faster, because that's how he is. That's how all of us are. Okay, coming up next, the B final. Molly Gonzalez, Academy Bullets in lane 1. Kate Pulaski, Edina in lane 2. Fiona Sanjaya, Rockville in lane 3. Maya McCarney, Nation's Capital in 4. Mia Rachna, Atlantis in 5. Raleigh McNeil, New Trier in 6. Lainey Alderman, H2 Okies in 7. And Mallory Ferguson, Council Bluffs in lane 8. She just got out of the 100 fly. It's got to be tiring. A lot of these girls are doubling, actually. I know Madison did. Maybe that's why she was waiting so long. Okay. Lana Alderman, H2 Okies, 29.8 in lane 7. Getting this thing out. Maya in lane 4 from NCAPS, a 29.9. Looking very strong as well. Lane 7 still out there. That's Laney, the Hokie. You got Mia in 5 and Maya in 4. Laney's first, 103.6. Mia and Maya, then Mia, 103.8, 103.9. Laps 5 and 6, always the critical 50, a place you like to make sure you're setting yourself up for a great finish. The back half of the race starts on lap 5, and it's kind of the way it looks out there. Mia now taking over the lead with a 34.9 to Laney's 35.2. Lane 5, slightly, they're both ahead. Lane 4 is also 35.5. But really moving on this, Maya's really moving on this last 50. And there's a great breakout for Mia. Really good turn. Might be enough to propel. Look at the finish for Maya, though. They're coming to the wall. It's one or the other. Oh, it's Maya. 2:14.25, Mia 2:14.32, and Laney 2:14.93. Great racing, girls. There you go. 2:14.2. Maya McCarney. All right. And here come the finalists, your top 8 swimmers in the ladies' 200-yard breaststroke here at the NCSA Spring Championships. Machine Aquatics, a big smile there from Elizabeth Bryan as she walked by. She's leading the way. Coach Dan Jacobs' crew. It's got a great coaching staff here. They also have the best T-shirts, pretty much. He's an artist, so they just always end up with some creative T-shirts here. Another reason to come to this meet, Odette Brown's ready to race. Team Greenville, lane number 1. Coach Carl's got some cool shirts, too. Lane 2 is Grace Koenig-Song. She's from NASA Wildcats. Abigail Bonham is in lane 3 in that classic Nova red cap. We'll see her race. Lane 4, your top qualifier. There's Bryce Weisenreed. Excel. Lane 5 is Lilla Wilbur, nation's capital. Getting ready for that. Angela Kadori, Rockville, is up next. In lane 6, Audrey Darris, Marlins of Raleigh. In lane 7, MOR, you see their Moore cap, and there's Elizabeth Bryan clapping it up, getting it ready. Come on, let's roll, folks. I'm ready. We are set. 2:11.97 was Bryce's time this morning. 2:14.87 to get in. Campbell Stoll holds this record as well, folks, from 23. 2:08.23. And they are off. Very strong heat of young girls in this grueling event, the 200 breaststroke. Going out early, Bryce in 4 on Lilla, but here's lane 2, Grace Koenig-Song. Wildcats 29-0, Bryce 29-1, Lilla 29-5, and Abigail 29-7, nobody else under 30. Grace still looking very strong down here for the Wildcats, but so does Bryce. 32.7 and 32.9, 101.8, 102.0. Those are your leaders. Lane 5, Lilla went a 33.2. Here comes nation's capitals, Lilla Wilbur. She's trying to make a move, but Bryce Weisenreed said, I'm going too. Bryce went 34.2, Lilla 34.3, Grace 34.4. So Bryce with a slight lead going into this last 50. But boy, she looks strong going into the final turn. Is Lilla got enough to get her? Maybe. Lilla Wilbur end cap. Here comes Nova. Look at Abigail Bonham at the end. She gets second. Oh my gosh. 2:11.0, 2:11.2, 2:11.3, 2:11.3. What a race for those top 4 girls. Absolutely outstanding race. And that'll do it for the ladies' individual events on day, what day are we, day 4? Oh yeah, we only have one more tomorrow, day 5. That's where we are. Now the men, 200 breaststroke E final. Lane 1, Lucas Postavalov, Academy Bullets. Lane 2, Cullen Harrington, Nova of Virginia. Lane 3, Marcus Brutus from Old Dominion Aquatic Club. St. Croix Swim Club out of Minnesota has Parker Miller in lane 4. Landon Quinn from Mountain Valley is in 5. Hugh Morgan, Machine Aquatics in 6. Charlie Hilton, lane 7, Nova. And lane 8, Tolga Killick, NCAP. First at the 50, Hugh Morgan. What a machine he is. He's out in a 27.17, swimming for Coach Jacobs' machine team. The fastest guy this morning was from St. Croix, 2:03.86, Miller. Killick got in with a 2:05.34 out in lane 8, and he's looking pretty strong right here as well. And Hugh turns in a 30.9, 31.2 for Tolga out in lane 8. He's got second with a 59.0. 58.1 for Hugh. Landon Quinn also under a minute. He's 59.8 on the way out. Yeah, these guys are pumped. These are our 16 and unders. This is the future. Look at the way Hugh Morgan is just really 31.7 right there. Nice, very nice. In control. Landon had a 31.6. He is fighting his way back in it. We're coming down the last 15 yards or so. Landon in Mountain Valley in the green cap there. Hugh Morgan in the white. Is Landon going to get it? Oh, I don't know if that's green or blue, but it's NBA. He gets the victory with a 31.6 on the end, 2:02.50. I am right, it is green. I can see it on the screen now. See, my eyes haven't gone. Outstanding racing there, boys. Very nice. That'll get us to our second heat, the D final. D final. Going to be lane 1, Chase Robb from Nation's Capital. Lane 2, Max Baumgartner, Huntsville. Hinsdale has Wiley Baird in 3, Ryland Harrell in 4, Old Dominion. Joe Warnagiris, Nova, lane 5. Jared Burke, St. Andrews, right there in lane 6. Oh, yeah. Grant Golembuski, Nation's Capital in 7, and his teammate Jake Rowley in lane number 8. So 2:02.68 is what ODAC's Ryland Harrell went this morning, and 2:03.29 is what Rowley got in with. Talking about 0.6 of a second. Anybody can win this race. And look at lane 1. Chase is out fast. He's out in 26.6. He's looking very strong down at the bottom. Second, Jake Rowley and the 2 NCAP guys out on the top of the screen. 7 and 8. Burke looking strong up there. One of those Florida tan jobs. You can sell him as he trains outside. Oh, you guys can come and visit us. And Jared Burke now looking like he's going to maybe take the lead. Nope, it's still Chase, 31.4, but Jared went a 30.5. His 58.1 to Chase's 58.0 are the 2 leaders halfway through this one. And now Burke looking very strong on that 5th lap. Really seems to be moving along with Jake Rowley on the outside. Jake had a 31.0. Now let's see what this 50 is. Burke 31.4. Rowley 32.0. Joe 32.0. But no other 30. Well, there is a 31.4. Yep. Baumgartner, and he's in lane 2 trying to make a move. But Burke still hanging on. trying to get that elusive 159 type swim. I don't know, but he could hang on for the victory here. No, it's going to be 59, 2 minutes, but can he get the W? Yes, Jared Burke with the win, 2:02.41, 32.82 coming home. 31.7 for Grant next to him, but second to Max, 31.4. Those guys were closing. 2:02.44. Max almost got him. But a great race to the end, fellas. Always nice to touch first, and great swims here at the NCSA Championship meet. Up next is going to be the C final. You see their names right there. Jordan Coe, New Trier in 1. Moses Wolf, Arlington Aquatic in lane 2. Gabriel Palinkovic, FMC in 3. Reed O'Connell, Long Island in lane 4. Carter Walks, Old Dominion in 5. Charlie Prince Ozaki in 6. Alex Wood, Nation's Capital in 7. And Trey Chesney, Jupiter Dragons, lane number 8. Slight delay, we'll get on our way. There's the whistle. C final. .201.63 is what Reed O'Connell did this morning. He's in the center of the pool for Long Island. 2:02.65 Trey Chesney for the Jupiter Dragons, one of our Florida teams, one of our Palm Beach County teams. So Trey got in with a 2:02.65, 1.02 seconds slower than the fastest guy. Anybody can take this one. Strong out in lane 1, Gabriel Palinkovic, 26.85. Jordan Coe in 2 in lane 1. He's in second, was a 27.15. And lane 2, Moses Wolf going out with him as well. And some guys over there on the far side making some noise. Still looks like lane 3, Palinkovic, but you're going to get Moses right behind him, 57.0, 57.6. Prince and Wood, third and fourth, 58 zeros. .30.2 and 30.5 over there for Charlie and Alex, so they're in the money. They can get back in it. Gabriel went from a 30.2 to a 31.4. Moses 31.6. 31.3 for Charlie. Alex 31.3. The guys up there at the top on the far side, a little more speed on that back half maybe. We'll see. Gabriel's got enough to hang on. He's fighting it for sure. Here it comes. It's anybody's call right here. Look at lane 1, Jordan. Oh, it's going to go to Gabriel. He hangs on with a 2:01.31. 32.8. Very nice. There's everybody's times. This will get us to the B final. Jack Clippinger, swim RVA. is in 1. Braden Capon, lane 2, Academy Bullets. Grady Bargefried, Rochester is in 3. Eric Kohler. Oh, we're stepping back up. It is very loud in here. There's a lot of excitement. And they're off. I said Grady was in 3. Eric Kohler, Nation's Capital, in 4. Parker Van Oltz from New Wave Swim Team in 5. Alex Carroll, Marlins, in 6. Devin Bone, NASA, in 7. And Will Larkin, Waukesha, in lane number 8. 159.6, the only man under Eric Kohler, and he's got not the lead because Will Larkin went at 26.33, Kohler 26.44 at the 50. Eric was 159.6, Will was a 2:01.6, 2 seconds behind him. The difference in this field this morning. These are the guys who were 9th to 16th. And lane 8 is heating up again. It's Will Larkin from Waukesha. He's out in a 57.0. Right next to him, Devin Bones a 7.4. Eric Kohler's a 7.3 in the center of the pool. Now those guys are moving. 30.3 for Devin Bone, 30.6 for Larkin. Well, your fastest second 50s. And they're showing it on this third 50, trying to pull away from the field over there in 7 and 8. Kohler not having anything of it, neither is Parker Van Olst. Van Olst 31.1, Kohler 31.2, 7 and 8 with 31.3 and 4. This is really coming down to it. Who's got the momentum here? Great last turns matter. Parker looked pretty strong on his, so did Will. And at the touch, it's going to be Parker with the stretch. 1:59.52. Parker Van Olt's New Wave Swim Team comes home in a 30.5 on the end of all that. Nice, very nice. And that will leave us with one race individually left for the gentlemen this evening. The A final, your championship contenders. From my vantage point here, I can see them walking towards us. I love seeing the expressions. This is what it's about, yeah. Leading the way, Ian Disaway. He's going that way to lane number 8, the Fast Falcon, setting the pace. Making the corner right here, getting rid of his towel and his jacket. Lane number 1, Joey Coleman from Nation's Capital. Lane 2, Charlie Camplin, Marlins of Raleigh. Lane 3 is Noah Chen, representing the Wildcats of NASA. Top qualifier, Matt Vitev, Hornet Age Group Swim Club. Lane 4, Luke Dion, Nation's Capital. In lane 5, Matthew Wolfley from Nova. He's in lane 6. Ken White, Nation's Capital, in lane 7. And Ian Disaway. Well, Ian, we know who you are. Get out there and rock lane 8. Have a great swim. Big start out there in lane 8 for Ian. He got off that block. He's very strong. You've seen that lane 8 sneak a few victories. He was a full 3/10 behind the top qualifier. He is first with a 25.77. Matt Vatev 26.0, just a couple tenths back. But you know, sometimes you got to really just go big. Give it what you got. Still in a very good position on the outside. It's a heck of a heat, though. Vatev in the middle takes the lead, 55.34. Luke Dion now second with a 55.62. Wolfley third. And Bissesway is fourth at the halfway mark. Laps 5 and 6 always so critical in this event. And your top seed, Vatev, Dion right next to him. Show him why they earned that. Looking very good with a 29.5 out of Vatev and a 29.7 for both Dion and Chen in lane 3. And don't forget Wolfley over there in lane 6. Coming down the finish, it's anybody's call here. It's going to be tied for first. Vatev and Dion both go 155.23. There you go, boys. That's what we like to see. 2 first-place swimmers. That was nice. Luke really came back in a 29.8. He came back 5/10 faster on that last 50, but he just couldn't get by Matt. Matthew with 155.86 gets the bronze. And another great evening of individual racing comes to a conclusion, which might be a good thing for my voice, but I got to tell you, I love this game. Next up, we're going to do some awards and follow it up with some incredible 400 freestyle relays. Stay tuned.
If you've qualified for this meet, that means you've already done something very special in your swimming career. Meets like this bring together the best swimmers from all over the country. All of the early mornings, the tough doubles, days when you really didn't want to be there, the days when practices felt amazing, and the days when they didn't. Every single moment, big or small, has led you to this moment here. I actually competed at NCSA's way back in 2014 when I was 12 years old. I will insert a picture of me wearing an NCSA t-shirt. I made D finals in the 100 backstroke, and I remember I cried because I was so nervous and intimidated by the competition. Like, I didn't want to make finals because I was so scared of my competitors. It's really silly to think about now, but I remember there was such crazy energy on deck. I had so much nerves behind the blocks. The stands were filled. It was a crazy environment, but it's something that I will never forget, and it taught me so much. And in hindsight, I had so much fun. It was also my first experience getting to race swimmers from all across the country after coming from my small club in Minnesota. I'm sure a lot of you are in the same position as I am. Maybe this is your first competition on a national scale and it can seem really scary and intimidating, but I promise you, every single one of you deserves to be here. This competition is the perfect opportunity to test yourself and your training. You've put in so much work this season, and now it's just important to fall back on that training, go into autopilot, trust your skills, and just do your thing. Control the controllables and forget everything else. Focus on your starts, your turns, your kick counts, not breathing into your turns or your finishes either, and forget everything else. You can't control the person who you're competing against in the lane next to you, so don't even worry about it. These meets can definitely get intense, as I mentioned, but they're also so much fun. Really soak in every moment that you get with your teammates, or if you're here by yourself, try to talk to someone who you haven't met before. I guarantee you that years from now, when you're all retired from swimming, you're not going to remember the swims as much as you're going to remember the memories that you made with friends that you made in the sport. So anyways, Race hard, support each other no matter what, and try to learn something from every single swim you have, whether it be good or bad. You never know which meet could be a turning point in your swimming career, and for a lot of you, this might be one of them. So good luck this week. Do what you all know how to do, and I'll be cheering for all of you.
Get over to the award staging area. And the official results of the ladies 500 freestyle. Suburban Seahawks getting 8th place, Noah Walbuser. In 7th place, Nova, Virginia, Mia Eubank. In 6th place, Corvallis Aquatic Team, Zeta Meal. In 5th place, Point Aquatics, Ella Hafner. 4th place goes to Nation's Capital, Emma Signa. The bronze to Northern Kentucky, Claire Herfel. The silver to Nation's Capital, Sadie Buckley. And number 1, 32 points, goes to Long Island Aquatic, Vivian Zangaro, getting the gold. And congratulations to the ladies in the gentlemen's 500 freestyle. Aiden Terrazas taking 8th place for Ozaki Aquatics. Long Island's James Darcy in 7th. New Wave in 6th place with Sam Marsteiner. In 5th place, Owen Miklos of Nova of Virginia. In 4th place, Core Swimming, Evan Gluck. The bronze going to Nation's Capital, Tyler Kaminsky. The silver to Nation's Capital, Alex Kracholski. And number 1, 32 points to Rochester Swim Club. Getting the gold, Kai Joyner. In the ladies 100 butterfly, 8th place going to the Academy Bullets, Ariana Nakula. 7th to Edina Swim Club, Faith Lama. 6th place, Mac Swim Club, Sarah Paisley Owen. In 5th place, the Aqua Jets, Bobby Simmons. 4th place, Oli Swimming, Aubriel McKay. The bronze going to Aqua Jets, Siggy Nemo. The silver to Greater Toledo, Mia Buff. And number 1, the gold, 32 points to Huntsville, the gold to Abby Chan. And here we go, the gentlemen 100 butterfly. Our award winners, Griffin Oler of Rockville, Montgomery, getting 8th place. nation's capital, getting 7th place. It is the 8th anniversary of his 10th birthday. He gets to act like a 10-year-old today. Ethan Chung. We had a tie for 4th place. NASA Wildcats, Aiden Kaplan, and London Rising of Greater Toledo. The bronze goes to Hornet Age Group, Luke Vadev. The silver to the Aqua Jets, Micah Davis. And the gold to New Wave Swim Team, Matthias Remmel. 46:17, the time he posted. Congratulations, gentlemen. Yes, I know. We already did that. And our focus now on the ladies' 200 breaststroke. In 8th place, Machine Aquatics, Elizabeth Bryan. 7th place goes to Team Greenville, Odette Brown. In 6th place, Marlins of Raleigh, Audrey Darris. In 5th place, Rockville, Montgomery, Angela Kadori. 4th place is NASA Wildcats, Grace Koningsong. The bronze going to nation's capital, Lila Wilbur. The silver to Nova of Virginia, Abigail Bonham. And number 1, the gold, going to Excel Aquatics, 32 points, Bryce Winson Reed getting the gold. And the gentlemen 200 breaststroke, our next focus. In 8th place, nation's capital, Joey Coleman. 7th place, nation's capital, Ken White. 6th place goes to Fast Falcons, Ian DeSasway. In 5th place, Marlins of Raleigh, Charlie Camplin. 4th place to NASA Wildcats, Noah Chen. 3rd place to Nova of Virginia Aquatics, Matthew Wolf. No 2nd place because we had a tie for number 1. Hornet Age Group Swim Club, Matt Vadev, and nation's capital, Luke Dion. And in a few moments, we've got some unfinished business from this morning. It's relay time.
Well, we finished those awards, and boy, we've got some great relay lineups tonight. The 400 Freestyle, one of the classic races. I always thought the meet should end on the 4 free relay, but maybe that's just the way, because I grew up with the high school swimming or NCAA swimming. Anyway, we are going to end with a 400 medley tomorrow night. We had 400 Freestyle tonight. And there'll be 3 heats of the men. The record for our men, 256.34. That's New Albany. Arno Rees, McInerney, Swearigan, and Williams. Those guys in 2022, you're talking about averaging, they're each under. So to go 3 minutes even, you're 45.00 average. 56 flat is 44.00 average. So they were under a 44.1 average on that relay. So you want to get the record tonight. Good luck, because those boys were serious back in 2022. But tonight in that in the girls race, we're going to start off with, I'm looking at the boys because I was all excited thinking about the relay races. The girls' record is 3:17.34 by Elmbrook. And again, thinking along those lines, that's an incredible relay set in 2023. All the names you've seen on our record sheet: Stoll, Wanasek, Olin, and Tiltman. Those girls went 3:17.34. Tonight in the girls' race, we'll have the 3 heats first. And by seed times, the fastest 8 teams will be in the final heat. I have most of the names for you. A couple of coaches didn't get their names in, or at least I don't know. The officials didn't get them over to me, but I will try to help you with who's swimming what legs. And since we have some time here for event 33, the women's 400 free relay, there are a number of teams that swam this event this morning. The fastest 3 women's teams were the Verona area swim team. They went a 3:28.27. The Elmbrook A swim team, 3:28.26. And Nova B team went a 3:28.01. So those girls were all in the same heat. That was a heck of a race. Nova B team was Campbell Toten, Kate Boutry, Brantley Patterson, and Mia Eubank. They're the ones who are, as Mike likes to say, the lead agitator. They're on the hot seat, so to speak, because that 3:28.0 can score. It could even win if there were no other teams faster. There will be. But it's a great morning swim nonetheless. So the Marlins of Raleigh are going to be in lane 1. You see them kind of dancing on the side of your screen there. Yep, those are Silver's girls. They're getting jacked up because Mike's got some fun music playing. That's got to be the foursome of Victoria Buffum, Madison Schmitz, Hannah Wooten, and Annabelle Townsend. Oh, they look like they're having some fun. That's a good group. You see Victoria's getting ready, but in lane 2, it's going to be Blazing Barracudas, and that's Josephine Pillion, Charlotte Duschler, Chloe Gustin, and Catherine Dorsey. Lane 3, Arlington Aquatic. Out of the Potomac Valley, Sophie Fredericks, Kate Douglas, Lilla Brock, and Jackie Furchess. Hinsdale Swim Club will be in Heat 1, Lane 4 with Molly Wadikis leading off, then Alyssa Bilsma, Lilia Barber, and Lexi Goldstone. Excel Aquatics in Lane 5, Zara Kosak, Mary Ellen Lewis, Celia Francis, and Trevi Ferranti. Rise Aquatic Club is in Lane 6. Out of Illinois, Claire Conklin will lead them off. Lauren Tableman, Vivian Gameni, and Annie Locke will fill out that relay. Hinsdale's B teams in lane 7. Cameron Mesker, Olivia Chavez, Claire Crimmins, and Anna Westberg will be filling out that quartet. And then over in lane number 8, Team Greenville, led off by Odette Brown, Abby Schneider, Emily Heinz, and Millie Connor. All right, man, there we go. They had them doing some pump-up music, and the girls are ready. 100 yards of freestyle for each of the relay competitors. Got in lane number 6 is Rise Aquatic. Claire Conklin's out fast. So is Molly Rodakis. Molly, the 14-year-old from Hinsdale in the center of the pool. She's 24:37. 24:54 is what Claire went out with. But that young Molly's had quite a meet here for Hinsdale. She's going to be the fastest in this first group of 8. She's given off with a 50.96. Outstanding. 51.25 is what Josephine Pillion did for her Blazing Barracudas team. Those girls from Ohio are in lane 2. Looking out now in the water for Hinsdale, that's Alyssa Bilsma, man, and that is a 24-1 on her first 50. So she's out pretty quick. And those girls definitely have a nice lead. Alyssa's going to hand off to Lilia Barber, and she's in clean. So she's back 26.54, 141.71 on the lead. That's a 50.75. Wow. There you go, 250 points to lead off the relay. In the water now, Lilia Barber. And Lilia's out in 23.83 on her feet. Big legs up kicking. This Hinsdale team is not disappointing at this point with just the anchor leg left. That's going to be Lexi Goldstone, who is going to dive in right here when Lilia touches, and she's in clean. 27.77 for the way back. 233.31 means she went a 51.60 for Lilia. And that 233, they're going to have a heck of a relay. They'll definitely move into the top spot based on morning times. 23.97 for Lexi's first 50. Lane number 5, that's Excel with Trevi Ferrante trying to make up some ground over in 7, Anna Westberg. But this is all Hinsdale at the touch. 3:24.17. 3:24.17. So that means 50.5. 31.8, 50.86. Yep, so that's our new fastest team right there going into the final 2 heats. We're going to be looking at Nation's Capital, New Trier, NASA Wildcats, New Albany, Long Island B, Waukesha, Ole Swimming, and Rockville. 1 through 8 leadoff swimmers: Mackenzie Corey, Leah Rogi, Sophia Frontstedt, Alexa Braceno, Karina Dye, Rowan Rossiwida, Aubrey O'Mackey, and Gabriel Day. All right. Those girls certainly had to see that 324 to take notice. Out on the outside, and Rockville leading the way, 23.94 for Gabrielle Day. Gabrielle, 23.9 with the lead at the 50, but here comes the field as well. Some very strong teams in this one. Lane number 4 now taking the lead. It looks like that's New Albany. Alexis Braceno went a 50.70 to lead the field at the end of the 100. Out in lane number 8, that's Anna Nishnans from Rockville. She's having a great first 50. The other second swimmers, 1 through 7, Signa, De La Duca, Koenigsong, Dutton, McDonald, Antonuski, and Dunfield. That's Grace Koenigsong in lane 3. Swimming over there in lane 3, and they take the lead, 25.9 on the end of her 100, 140.9. Second place, Wildcats. The Wildcats are in first there now. Koenigsong, Grace gave off to Koenigsong, Addie in the water now for the leading Wildcat team in lane 3. We also have Boo, Lutzow, Esposito, Siegel, Jewel, Robertson, and Kai in the water. The anchor legs standing on the block now, lanes 1 through 8. Kilty, Vendor, Migletti, Nebraska, Anderson, Meyer, Bluthman, and Watkins. And Abby touches first, 330.86. Addie gives the lead to Layla Miglietta. She's got a very slight lead over Emmy Meyer out there for Waukesha Express, and the Red Caps, they're holding down second. Third and fourth are virtually even between Nation Capital and New Trier. And it looks like coming home, the girls are giving it all they have. The Wildcats hanging on at the touch. NASA Wildcats, yes. 321.82. That's a 50.98 for the anchor leg. As long as my math's correct. Layla Migletta, way to go, girls. Very nice relay. That's going to make the podium tomorrow. There's one heat left. You're the fastest. All you need to do is beat one of these teams, and my prediction is you will. I could be wrong. We'll see. The 8 teams seeded first are on your screen now. The leadoff swimmers in this order, 1 through 8. Anna Pansing, Bobby Simmons, Bryn Sundell, Faith Lamont, Julia Luca, Paige Coal, Sadie Buckley, and Lane Francis. All the way out in lane 8 for Nova. Edina Swim Club being led off in the middle of the pool by Faith Lamont. They're the top seed based on entry times we sent in. But Lane Francis out in lane number 8. out very quick. So is Aquajet's Bobby Simmons. She's first and 23.89. Lane 8 lane was 23.92. 3 100s behind her. These girls are all cranking out here. Lane 7 is Nation's Capital. They look very strong too, and they're going to touch first. 49.87 for Sadie Buckley. Way to get her home. But look at all those top 4 times. They're all within 4/10. Look at this field. Oh my gosh, there's 8 teams all together here. This is some incredible swimming. We are seeing that Nation Capital team now. Emma Young out in lane 7 for them. At the bottom of your screen, you got Karina Miller in 1, Siggy Nimo in 2, Jane Garlick 3, Libby McCarthy, Vivian Singaro, Tess Stravlopoulos. Over in 8, Maddie Bynum. But those girls are all in the pool now. And in lane 3, that's Madison. Jane Garlock with a tremendous leg for that team. She's handed off to Abigail Fromell. The other girls look over in 7. That's Gabby Halver. She's swimming for NCAP in 7. Emery DeGunther in 8. Annabelle Narwaki 7. Sarah Luca 6. Kate Paulowski is in 4. Abigail Fromell in 3. And we said Morgan Thompson and Sarah Juris are all in the pool. And look how tight this is. Crazy. But lane 3 is Madison. Abigail getting ready to hand off to Annika Curran. And she's in first. She dives in at 2:30.39. The anchor swimmers the rest of the way. 1, Sarah Palinkovic. 2, Claire Wilkie. 4, Adeline Bigler. 5, Una Diaz. 6, Hayden Cruz. 7, Alyssa Sagal. 8, Jasper Jones. Alyssa Sagal out in 7 with a 23.29 on her first 50. 22.97 for Adeline Bigler. And Edina in lane 4. But look at lane 3, Madison. Lane 4, Edina. Lane 7, Nation's Capital. And it is Madison Aquatic Club. 3:19.82. Very exciting. Taking Heat 3, taking the overall event. There's everybody's times. 3:19.82. Congratulations to the girls, Bryn, Jane, Abigail, and Annika. All right, we go right to the men's 400 relay. Heat 1, Ozaki, Aiden Terrazas. Lane 2, Rockville, Montgomery, Teo Murphy. Huntsville's in 3 with Sam Kozakowski. Hornets leading off with Luke Vatev in 4. Long Island in 5, Brady Shermer. Marlins in 6, Charlie Sears. New Trier in 7, and William DeMocus Murphy. Back after his 500 school record event tonight. To lead off, the Scots of St. Andrews in lane number 8. Lane 4 is on fire. That's Luke Vatev. Look at those legs. Coaches, that's how you want your kids to kick, right? He's out in a 20.79 on his feet. That is incredible. He's going to hand off to Milos Pavlovic. The other guy's going second, now standing on the blocks. Wyatt Ball, Seamus Rooney, Parker Barnett, David Davis, Lubo, and Cash Viñas. Cash is for the Scots in lane 8, but look at that. 43.50 for the Hornets lead off Vatev there. So you got Luke leading off. His older brother Matt's going to anchor. These guys have owned this meet, man. Swimming in the water for the Hornets now, Milos Pavlovic. And his first 50 is a 21.85. .21.5, 21 is the fastest I've seen. That was New Trier. Lubo down there trying to make up some ground. 21.7 is the first 50 for Cash. In the water now, the following swimmers: Max Miller, Ethan Lee, Wesley Johnson, Luke Conley, Davis Miller, Nick Dorcha, and Connor Brinley in lane 8 for St. Andrews. These guys are really still moving in the center. The Hornets opening up some clean water. That's Luke Conley. He's going to give way to Matt Vatev in the center of the pool. Here comes Davis Miller, and Matt says, I got this. I'm in the water. He's at 2:16. Let's see what he does on the end. 16:02 when he took off. All right. The anchor legs: Kyle O'Connor, Trevor Donnelly, Christian Wester. We said Matt. Ronan Cornprops is in 6 for the Marlins. Jordan Coe in 7 for New Trier, and Jared Burke back from his breaststroke race for the Scots in 8. But this Hornet team has put the hammer down. This thing should score some good points for you boys. Coming in the end, Matt Vatev, 3:00.51, and that gives him, by my figures, let's see, what is 16:43.5, something like that. We'll see what the official race. There's everybody's results. Great racing, boys. 4, 5, 10. All right, that'll do it for heat number 1. Heat number 2 up next. The Webster Bluefins in lane 1 with Jack Frenzel. NASA in 2, Rohan Babu. 3, Elmbrook with Drew Gundrum. 4, Nation's Capital, Alex Gorkalski. 5, Suburban Seahawks, Jamie Brinsfield. 6, Hinsdale Swim Club, Brandon Suliga. 7, Waukesha Express, Brody Carlson. And 8, Palatine Park District, Victor Gutt. Lane 6, 21.77 for Brandon Soliga. Hinsdale, 21.78 for Gutt. Out in 8. Victor maybe now coming in for a finish. He first goes actually to NCAP, 45.45. Victor Gutt, 45.58 for Palatine out in lane number 8. That was Gorkalski with the great finish to get his second swimmer a slight lead going in. He's making the most of it, as you see, and that second swimmer is Tyler Phillips for Nation's Capital B team. The other second swimmers in the water: Ben Hines, Teddy O'Donnell, Dean Amble, Emery Hess, Matthew Glod, Benjamin Wasotsky, and Sebastian Raelian. But right here in the center of the pool, the B team from Nation's Capital, Grant Golembuski now in the water. Over there in lane 8, that's Palatine going with Alex Ivanov as their third swimmer. The other guys who are in the pool at this time: Luke McCormick, Philippe Stolar, Luke Thomas, David Ivory, Teddy Chase, and Will Larkin in 7. Still lane number 4 with that lead. Anchor swimmers standing on the blocks 1 through 8. Ian Miller, Noah Chen, Logan Lopnow, Arthur Zhu, Henry Anstein, Jack Treadwell, Ryan Wanner, and Matthew Karasek. And 2:16.25 is when Arthur Zhu hit the water for NCAP B team in lane 4. Matthew Karasek out on the outside, and right next to him in lane 5, Suburban Swim Club. That's Henry Anstein, who's having an incredible meet. Henry in lane 5 goes 20.61 on his feet on the way out. Holy cow. 20.73 for Elmbrook. But it's going to be lane 8 or lane 6. Let's see. It's Palatine. 3:01.63. Suburban 3:01.67. All right. Outstanding swimming there, boys. Way to race. Look at those times. Very, very fine racing all the way through that heat. And that leaves us with one race left. The top 8 seeded teams. And here they are. FMC, Lachlan Gant 1. Braden Nagel Academy 2. Patrick Curran, Aquajets 3. Aiden Kaplan, NASA 4. Yaron Lee, NCAP 5. Mateus Rammel, New Wave 6. Griffin Oler, Rockville 7. And Will Leisure, Rochester, lane 8. This is a heat. We said the men's record 256.34, so you got to average 44.1 to get that thing. That was New Albany from 2022. But I'm telling you, there are some stellar young sprinters in this pool right now in these relays. NCAP out in 20.88. That's Yaron Lee. He's had an incredible meet so far, and he is separating himself from the field. It's a pretty darn good field. Lee coming in. He's going to be handing off to Joey Coleman. Very conservative start. 43.59. Getting some fast start there. NASA Wildcat in the water. Evan Cornu. And also we're looking at New Wave's Ethan Holloway with a very good start. No surprise there. 21.3, 20.99 for Holloway's first 50. That's biting off a big chunk. On your feet, here we go. In the water is Ferguson, Cape and Solt, and Beggin and Kruckenberg. But now going in, there you go, Varnas, Chung, Marsteiner. Marsteiner in 6 for the Wave. Varnas for Nation's Capital in 5. Chung for NASA in 4. The other swimmers are Fedorsky, Janatis, P, Medler, and Holmes. And look at the waves in that pool, man. This is NCAP right now. Andrew Varnas. And trying to hang in there, Ethan Chung just sucking up to that lane line. Anchor swimmers, Johan Milovic, Jack Murphy, Mika Davis, Devin Bone, Finn O'Shea, who's in the water now, Drew Cito, Guillermo Anchetta, and Kai Joyner is on the outside. Look at this race. You see the kids going nuts down there. It's just, there's no swim meet like this. We got to make sure more people understand what this is about. Look at the finish here. With 50 to go, 20.8 on his feet for Finn O'Shea. But Devin Bone is not giving up. He's staying right there with him. He said, one more chance, let me get this turn. O'Shea hanging in. He was 20.8. He's going to come home and touch first. 23.1, so he's at 43 high, and those guys go 2 2:56.09. And that is a new meet record. 2:56.09, getting under that Albany record. That's incredible. That's incredible. Got to be happy with that race, and that is what it's all about here. Look at these. That's just the one last heat. We had such a good time here again today, and especially tonight at the finals. I got to thank my friends from Takeitlive. These guys rock. This is the absolute best for bringing you the meet. We've got one more full day. We'll have Mike and the PA system hooked up for you all day during the prelims and during the 1650 heats. And then tomorrow night, we'll start the national anthem around 5:25 for our last evening of competition. We'll rock the house one more time. We'll sign off with some big medley relays. We're going to have one heck of a celebration here at the Harris-Rosen Championship Course Pool in the Rosen Aquatic Center on the Harris-Rosen Drive. And we're very thankful the National Club Swimming Association has brought this meet back one more year. We got one day left. Don't miss it. We will see you here. Until then, Sid Cassidy signing off one more evening from Orlando. Aloha.